Hello everybody, today's video is going to be a solve on the Shangshao 7x7, and this is another dual commentary that I haven't done in actually quite a while, and I'm doing one today with Camille, or the Algorithmist from YouTube. Go ahead and say hello.
What's up, guys?
Alright, so I've been talking to you for quite a while about doing this, and it's been on and off for a bit, and I'm sorry it's been so long to actually do it. It's just that I find myself preoccupied with other videos, and now that I've got work going, you know, that's keeping me busy as well. Anyways, I wanted to do a dual commentary with you because I think that your channel is growing, and it's, I think, a very high quality channel. And I think that you're offering a lot to the cubing community. Because how long have you actually been on YouTube?
Actually, I didn't post my first video till November 23rd, so not very long.
And how many subscribers do you have now?
A little over 500 now, so I'm pretty stoked about that.
Yeah, so your channel is growing pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. It's almost like it happened overnight, you know. Just was posting a couple videos for my friends and stuff, and then it just, like, word kind of got out, and now I got people who watch them regularly, which is awesome.
Yeah, and I've always been pretty impressed with the quality of your videos too, because I know that you do Photoshop, and that's like another one of your hobbies is like photography, and that's what you do for work, and so you've got some pretty creative watermarks and just, you know, your backgrounds and all that kind of stuff. It's just interesting to watch, you know. It's not something that everybody does. I mean, I've got my custom stuff too, but you've got, you know, a style to yours that I haven't seen in any other cubers.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's something I've been, like, photoshopping and doing photography for probably, like, 3 or 4 years. And it's just something that has just really turned into, like, what can I Photoshop? I try to almost apply it to almost everything I do in life, and it's something that I absolutely love to do. I'm all about custom stuff, so if I can make my stuff look unique, that somebody sees like, that's Camille, that's Algorithmist, that's really what I strive for. And the same thing when I make custom stuff for other people to fit their style as well.
Yeah, you're totally right, because I know that you've done a whole lot for people in the cubing community, and we'll get to that in a minute. But a lot of the time when I'm looking through random YouTube pages and I see people's avatars or backgrounds on YouTube, I immediately know that you hooked them up with it, just because of the way it looks.
Yeah, I've, like, kind of developed my own style. That's kind of like, I started making them at first, and I kind of had more of like a 2D kind of wild color thing going on. And then I kind of mixed, like, because as far as my business goes, I do a lot of professional looking things. You know, I don't get to have as much fun with that kind of stuff like I get to do on YouTube. So what I actually did is designed a new kind of design, and it's like the 2D bright, loud, colorful stuff mixed with this new kind of professional look, and it's actually called Al Got Swag. That's what Last Cuber Standing named it. And it's kind of like a mix of both, like the best of both worlds. And I think a lot of people are liking that style, so that's what I'm going to continue to do.
Yeah, I think it looks great, and a lot of people also think it looks great because I've seen countless amounts of YouTube pages and countless amounts of, I know that you're making custom stickers now. I got some coming, just so everybody does know. Do you want to talk about these custom cube stickers that you're making?
Yeah. So I noticed I order a lot of stickers from CubeSmith, and I know that they have their logo. And on their page, they had talked about at one time they did make custom logos, and I was like, it's like this little mom and pop shop in my hometown, and they do photo gifts is what they do. They print on just about anything. And I was like, hey, you guys, do you think you could make me like some small stickers or something? And they were like, yeah. So which actually the Force Cube was the first custom sticker I made, and that turned out pretty well. And so that's just something I've been doing. I can do it in just about any color, design, style, whatever. And a lot of people are liking them because the biggest thing that people told me is, like, when they go to competitions and stuff, we don't know whose Diane Zanchi this is. Well, I mean, how many people have a black Diane Zanchi with CubeSmith, you know, half brights on it?
Exactly.
Like everybody, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's cool that you have one custom, and you know it's your puzzle.
Yeah, because I've got, what did I order, 400?
yeah, you ordered like 400. It's crazy.
Yeah, and do you have like a price? You know, because like, is this something that you're going to be like doing if somebody wants, that you will, you know, get, you know, the design or make one for them and then sell them? Is that like something you're actively wanting to do now?
It's something I kind of just been starting to do. I'm hoping to build a website here in the next few months. But yeah, if you send me a personal message on YouTube or on Facebook, I can make you one. It's $7 and you get 40 of them, and that includes the shipping for US. And if you live outside the US, we will work out the shipping details.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'm pretty stoked to get mine as well. You've done a lot of other things for people in the cubing community too. I know that you've done, was it custom stack mats you did?
Yeah, the custom stack mats.
That's something I've never seen before.
You know, it was so funny how that idea came. Is I actually was going to the printer to like pick up some Force Cube stuff, I think, and they had like this giant mouse pad, and I was like, "What is that?" And like, "Oh, it's a placemat for what you eat on." And I felt the material. I'm like, "Dude, this could totally be a stack mat." And so that's where the idea came from. And like the stack mats are made the same way, you know, they just have just super generic backgrounds. And I was like, dude, this would be awesome if I had my name on it, you know, and that's where that came from too.
Yeah, they're like a medium size. They're bigger than a mouse pad, but they're smaller than the actual competition. But I mean, we're cubers. We're not stacking cups. How big of a mat do we actually need, right?
Yeah, it's 10 by 16 inches, and I wish I could make them bigger, but I can't find a place that will let me print like individually. They want like you to order a bulk of like 25 or something. So that's something I'm hoping to figure out in the future.
Yeah, one thing, you know, aside from just how much you actually help people in the community, I'm just, you know, I'm amazed at how fast you just jumped into it too. Like you're constantly thinking of ideas. There's just all these ideas coming out of you all the time, and it's kind of refreshing to see because a lot of your ideas are really original, and that's what I like. Like when I'm doing these dual commentaries, I know at first I had Red KB started off just to start it off, and then I had Super Antonio Vivaldi, and what I'm trying to do is find, you know, when I ask somebody to do a dual commentary, it's because I see potential. You know, I'm not going to just jump in and show everybody this person and let, you know, me do the work for them. I want to see people do the work first, and you've definitely done that. Like I've been a subscriber of yours for a while. I watch all of your content. I've seen all of your videos, and I gotta say, like it's your channel is quite refreshing.
Yeah, I mean, I put a lot of like thought and work into it. I mean, every day I have some new idea. I mean, because I'm like an artist, I'm always thinking of new things. And it's so funny. The other day I was watching like one of my videos, the very first video I posted, and I was like, man, this thing is awful. And just to see how far I've grown, like actually like editing videos and stuff now, it's just like amazing.
I went through the same thing too. I actually had somebody comment or send me a personal message being like, where was this video? You know, you used to have it, now you don't. And actually, you know, a lot of people don't know this, but I deleted a whole lot of my older videos because I just have this standard that I need to live up to now, and they just didn't meet that.
Yeah.
You know, like I totally agree with you, and I think that is a good mind frame to have. Maybe I shouldn't be deleting them, but just the mind frame that you're explaining there, you know, like you look back and you can see the difference now. That means that you're just continually wanting to get better at what you do.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Every time I do a video, you know, my subs, they post comments and stuff. I take everything to heart. You know, if they suggest an idea or something, I'm going to figure out a way to execute it. You know, I love to be creative. I just love to do it. I want my videos to look like nobody else's. Like you see that video, you're like, that's an Al60ri7hmis7 video. That's a Red KB video. That's a CrazyBad video, you know? And that's what I do. That's what I do. I just love creative, just custom and creative. That's all me right there.
Yeah, and it shows too from your channel. So we got about a minute left or something in the solve, so let's just talk about 3x3 for a sec. You haven't been like a speed cuber for very long, but the impact that you have on the cubing community, you know, I see you on Facebook and you're just constantly, you know, talking about your new personal best, and you're excelling actually pretty fast for a speed cuber because you're always getting a new personal best.
Yeah, man, with the speed cubing, I've only been doing it for a couple months. After like getting on the Skype calls with everybody and they want to race and it's taking like a minute and a half, I'm like, man, this is bogus. So I decided like, I'm going to be a speed cuber, you know, or at least try to. And that's what I'm doing. I practice 3x3 every day, probably at least 50 solves. And I'm just practice and learning new algs and techniques and watching videos and just want to get better, honestly.
That's all a speed cuber is too. So I mean, I think you've been doing a great job. I've watched your progress. I think you were like a minute or something when I first met you, and now what's your PB now?
28 seconds.
Nice. And it's only been, what, few months?
Yeah, just a few months. Yeah, just recently.
Not too bad. All right, guys, so that's the end of the video. Thanks, Al60ri7hmis, for doing this with me. I've really wanted to do this dual commentary with you for a while.
Oh, thank you for having me. It was awesome.
I guess I'll talk to you on Facebook soon.
Yeah, see you guys.
All right, see ya. Alright everybody, thanks for watching, and special thanks to the Al60ri7hmis for helping me do a comeback on these dual commentaries. I've wanted to do it for a while, and I think you are a great choice. Thank you. If you guys haven't already, at the end of this video, go ahead and click the link in the description and go and check our channel out. What's it gonna hurt? Today's question comes from Taco A90, who asks, what would you put in the gift cube? So Oscar Van Deventer's treasure cube or treasure chest, there's a bunch of different names for it. What would you put in there? Please leave your answers in the comment section below. Also ask a question I might pick for people to answer next week. Please keep your answers and questions in different comments. It makes it a whole lot easier on me. Last week's question was, what do you think the medicine is for my crazy pill? Here's some of your answers. Okay guys, so I'm getting a lot of questions about my logo on Facebook where I posted originally. So given that, I'm going to have a Facebook contest. So when I get them, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a brand new Diane Zanchi, the way I like it, stickered, tensioned, all that kind of stuff with my half brights. And then I'm going to put one of my logos on it and have a contest for one of you guys to win it on Facebook. So make sure to watch out for that.